Hello there, my dear friend. I am so glad you could join me for this walk. The world seems to be in a hurry to grow dark tonight, doesn't it? The sun has already dipped below the horizon, and the long, cool shadows of the forest are stretching out, painting the world in shades of deep blue and purple. It is a beautiful time of day, but it can also be a time of uncertainty, a time when the path ahead becomes difficult to see. Perhaps you have been feeling this way in your own life lately. A sense of the light fading, a feeling of walking into an unknown future with the path ahead shrouded in shadows. It can be an unsettling feeling, a feeling that can make us want to turn back, to run towards the familiar light of the past, or perhaps it makes us want to freeze, to sit down right where we are, too afraid to take another step into the encroaching darkness. These are natural feelings. But tonight, we are not going to run, and we are not going to freeze. We are going to learn a different way. We are going to learn that even in the deepest darkness, we have the power to create our own light. Not a great, blazing bonfire that burns away all the shadows at once, but something much smaller, much gentler, and perhaps much more powerful. The soft, steady glow of a single, simple lantern. So, let us begin our journey. Find your most comfortable place of rest. Let your body grow heavy and still. Take a slow, deep breath in, and imagine you are breathing in the cool, clean, and calming air of this twilight forest. And as you breathe out, release it with a long, soft sigh, letting go of the need to see the entire path. Let go of the need to have all the answers. For tonight, our only task is to find the light for the very next step. Imagine, if you will, that you are standing at the beginning of a winding path that leads deep into an old, quiet forest. The last of the sun's warmth is fading from the air. The birds are singing their final, sleepy lullabies to the world. It is the magical in-between time. The time between the busy world of the day and the deep, mysterious world of the night. Let's take the first step onto the path. The ground is soft beneath your feet. A thick carpet of fallen leaves and pine needles that muffles the sound of your footsteps. With each step, you feel yourself walking away from the noise and the demands of your day. You are walking into a place of quiet, of stillness, of deep, natural peace. The path winds gently between tall, ancient trees. Their great, dark trunks are like silent, sleeping guardians, watching over you as you walk. High above, their branches form a thick canopy, and through the gaps in the leaves, you can see the sky beginning to change. The soft, painted colors of the sunset are fading into a deep, dark, and velvety indigo. The first brave star of the evening has just appeared, a tiny, perfect, and shimmering diamond in the vast, darkening expanse. The air is cool on your skin and carries the most beautiful scent. The earthy smell of damp soil, the sharp, clean scent of pine, the sweet, almost spicy fragrance of decaying leaves. It is the perfume of a world that is preparing for a deep and peaceful rest. And it invites you, too, to prepare for rest. As you walk deeper into the forest, the darkness grows. It is not an aggressive or a frightening darkness. It is a gentle, soft, and enveloping darkness. It is the darkness of a warm, familiar room after the lights have been turned out. But still, it is dark. The path ahead is becoming harder and harder to see. The roots of the great trees, which were so clear in the daylight, are now just dark, snaking shadows that could trip you up. The way forward is becoming uncertain. You might feel a small, familiar flutter of anxiety in your chest. The old, familiar voice of fear that whispers, "I don't know where I'm going. What if I get lost? What if I fall?" This is the moment. This is the moment where we usually either freeze or turn back. But tonight, we will do neither. We will simply stop. Right here, on the path, in the middle of the deepening gloom, just stand still. Feel the solid, reliable earth beneath your feet. It is still there. You are still here. You are safe. Now, look around you, not with your eyes, for they cannot see much now, but with your intention. We are looking for something. We are looking for our first lantern. And just as you have this thought, you see it. Hanging from the low-hanging branch of an old oak tree right beside the path is a simple, beautiful paper lantern. It is unlit. It is just a delicate, folded shape of pale, creamy paper waiting in the darkness. It seems to have been left here just for you. This is our first tool, our first source of hope. It is the lantern of self-compassion. For the wise person knows that any journey out of darkness, any journey towards hope and healing, must always, always begin with a simple, profound, and unconditional act of kindness towards oneself. Let us reach out and gently take the lantern from the branch. It is light and delicate in your hands, but it is not yet a source of light. It is only a vessel of potential. To bring it to life, we need a spark. And we need to protect that spark with all the care and tenderness we can muster. So, here we stand, in the deep and gathering darkness of the ancient forest. The path ahead is lost to the shadows. The path behind is fading from memory. We are in a moment of pure, uncertain presence. But we are not empty-handed. We are holding in our hands a simple, beautiful, and unlit paper lantern. Our vessel of potential, our lantern of self-compassion. It is a promise of light, but it is not yet the light itself. To bring it to life, we need a spark, and we must treat this act with the utmost care and reverence. Look around you in the deep gloom. Now that your eyes have adjusted to the darkness, you can begin to see with a different kind of sight. And you notice something else, resting in a small, dry hollow at the base of the great oak tree. It is a single, solitary matchstick. Its red tip a tiny, defiant speck of color in the monochrome world of the night. Beside it is a small, rough stone for striking. This is all we have. One single chance to create a flame. This, my friend, is a profound metaphor for our own lives. So often, when we are lost in the darkness of burnout, of sadness, of confusion, we feel we have so little energy left. We feel we only have one single matchstick of hope or effort left within us. We become so afraid of wasting it, so afraid of it failing to light, that we often choose not to strike it at all. We choose to stay in the familiar darkness rather than risk the disappointment of a failed attempt at light. But tonight, we will be brave, and we will be wise. We will not be reckless with this precious final match, but we will not let it go unused. Let us kneel down on the soft, mossy earth. The ground is cool and damp. Place the unlit lantern carefully beside you. Now, pick up the single matchstick. It feels so small, so fragile, in your fingers. And pick up the striking stone. It feels rough, solid, and ancient. Now, we must prepare our space. The enemy of a new flame is the wind. Even the gentlest of breezes can extinguish a nascent spark before it has a chance to catch. And in our own lives, the wind can be the voice of our inner critic, the doubts that whisper you will fail, the fear of being seen. To light our inner flame, we must first create a shelter from these winds. So, I invite you to cup your hands. Bring them together to create a small, protected, and sacred space. A little cave of safety for this delicate act. This is a physical representation of an internal act. It is the act of creating a moment of pure, focused, and non-judgmental attention for yourself. It is the act of saying, for this one moment, the critical voices are not welcome. For this one moment, my only job is to be kind to this effort. Now, bring the matchstick and the striking stone inside this small, protected shelter of your hands. Take a slow, deep breath. And as you breathe out with a single, firm, and decisive motion, you strike the match against the stone. There is a sudden, miraculous flare of light, a burst of brilliant, golden orange flame that illuminates your cupped hands, your face, and the small patch of the forest floor around you. For a single breathtaking moment, all the darkness is pushed back. But this initial flare is one of passion, not of endurance. It is already beginning to shrink, to settle down into a small, steady, but very vulnerable yellow flame at the end of the wooden stick. It flickers precariously in the subtle currents of the air. This is the most delicate moment. Now, very, very slowly, with the care of a surgeon and the reverence of a priest, you must bring this tiny, flickering flame to the candle that sits inside your paper lantern. Open the small paper door of the lantern. The candle inside has a simple white wick. It is the wick of your own intention to be kind to yourself. It is pure potential, waiting for the touch of the flame. As you move the match, you must be a fortress of stillness. Hold your breath. Move your hand with a slow, liquid grace. The tiny flame dances, and for a moment, you think it might go out, but you remain calm. You remain focused. You are a guardian for this tiny, precious light. You bring the tip of the flame to the tip of the wick. For a moment, nothing happens. The wick seems to resist. It just blackens. This is a moment of doubt. Did I fail? Was my spark not strong enough? But you hold the flame there. With unwavering patience, you give it time. And then you see it. A tiny new spark begins to glow at the heart of the wick. It is a small, ember-like orange dot. And then, with a soft, gentle whoosh, the wick catches. A new flame is born. A flame that is your own. It is a steady, calm, and beautiful flame, protected from the wind by the delicate paper walls of the lantern. You can now gently, mindfully, extinguish the match, its job honorably done, and you are left with this beautiful, warm, and living light. Close the small door of the lantern, and now hold it up. The pale, creamy paper of the lantern begins to glow from within. It is not a harsh, glaring light. It is a soft, warm, and deeply comforting golden radiance. It does not try to illuminate the entire forest. It does not try to banish all the shadows. It simply glows, and it casts a small, perfect, and safe circle of warm light upon the path right where you are standing. This is the light of self-compassion. It does not solve all your problems. It does not show you the final destination. But it does give you enough light to see your own feet. It gives you enough light to see the very next step on the path. And for tonight, that is all you need. Feel the warmth from the lantern on your hands. Feel the profound sense of peace and of quiet accomplishment. You were in the dark. You felt you had only one chance. And you were brave enough and gentle enough to take it. And you have created your own light. The path ahead is still mostly in darkness, but you are not in the darkness anymore. You are a carrier of the light. And now, with this gentle, steady, and comforting glow to guide you, you are ready to continue your journey. You are ready to take the next step. And so, we stand in the deep, quiet, and profound darkness of the ancient forest. But we are not in the darkness anymore. We are with the darkness. And there is a world of difference in that. For in our hands, we hold a gentle, living light. The lantern of our own self-compassion glows with a soft, warm, and deeply reassuring golden radiance, casting a small, perfect circle of safety and clarity upon the path right where we are standing. It is a beacon of our own, a testament to our own courage and our own gentleness. The great, dark forest still stretches out before us, a vast and unknown mystery. But the fear of the unknown has softened. It has been replaced by a quiet sense of curiosity, a gentle feeling of peace. We do not need to see the entire path. We do not need to know what lies around the next bend. We have all the light we need for the very next step, and that is enough. So, let us begin to walk again. Lift the lantern. Feel its pleasant, light weight. The handle, perhaps made of a thin, smooth bamboo, feels good in your hand. Hold it up so that its gentle light falls on the path just ahead of you. And now, take a single, slow, and mindful step. Take a step out of the spot where you knelt to light your flame and into the circle of your own golden light. Feel your foot land softly on the carpet of fallen leaves. It is a step of trust, a step of faith, not in some external power, but in your own ability to illuminate your own way. Now, take another step, and another. We are moving now, not with the frantic, hurried pace of someone trying to escape the darkness, but with the slow, deliberate, and deeply peaceful rhythm of someone who is learning to befriend the darkness. We are on a walking meditation, guided by our own inner light. This, my friend, is a profound practice. In our daily lives, we are so often paralyzed by the sheer scale of the challenges ahead of us. We look at the great, dark forest of our future, and we feel so overwhelmed that we cannot even take the first step. But the lantern teaches us a different way. It teaches us the wisdom of focusing only on what is right in front of us. The lantern does not show you the mountain in the distance. It does not show you the river you may have to cross a mile from now. It only shows you the gnarled root that is right in front of your foot, so that you do not trip. It only shows you the smooth, flat stone where you can safely place your next step. It is the practice of pure, simple, and powerful presence. As you walk, just focus on this small, moving circle of light. Watch how it dances on the textures of the forest floor. See the intricate, beautiful patterns of the fallen oak leaves. See the deep, rich black of the damp earth. See the tiny, resilient sprigs of green moss glowing like emeralds in the golden light. The world immediately around you is full of so much beauty, so much detail, that you never noticed when you were rushing. With each step, you are not just moving through the forest, you are building a relationship of trust with yourself. With each step that you take safely, guided by your own light, you are teaching your own nervous system on a deep and cellular level that you can handle this. You can navigate the darkness. You have the resources you need within you. Let your breathing sync with your footsteps. A slow breath in as you take a step with your left foot. A slow breath out as you take a step with your right foot. In and out, left and right. It is a simple, calming, and hypnotic rhythm, a lullaby of movement. The forest around you is alive, but it is sleeping. You can feel the vast, silent presence of the great trees, their dark trunks rising up like pillars into the unseen sky on either side of your path. You are walking through a cathedral of sleeping giants, and they are holding a safe and sacred space for your journey. You might hear a sound in the distance, the snap of a twig, the lonely, haunting call of an owl. Hoo, hoo! In the past, these sounds might have startled you, might have filled you with a jolt of fear, but now, held in the warm, safe bubble of your lantern's light, they are just sounds. They are the sounds of the night. They are a part of the forest's song. You can acknowledge them and then gently bring your attention back to your breath, to your footsteps, to the soft, golden light that guides you. You are not fighting the darkness. You are not trying to conquer the forest. You are simply passing through with a quiet, humble, and respectful presence. And the forest, in turn, seems to respect your journey. It holds you in its deep, quiet, and ancient peace. You have been walking for a long time now, just breathing, just stepping, just being with the light. You have not been thinking about where you are going. You have just been focused on the walking itself. But now, as you round a gentle bend in the path, you see something new up ahead. Hanging from the branch of a beautiful, silvery birch tree, you see another lantern. It is dark. It is unlit. It looks just like the first one, a delicate, folded shape of pale paper, waiting silently in the night. You have a choice. You could just walk past it. You have your own light, after all. That is all you need. But the nature of light is to share itself. The nature of compassion is to extend itself. And the flame in your lantern, this gentle flame of self-compassion, does not diminish when it is used to light another. In fact, its only purpose is to create more light. So, let us pause our walk. Let us stop here, in front of this second waiting lantern. And let us prepare to share the beautiful, gentle light that we have so carefully cultivated. And so, we pause our quiet journey. We are standing on the winding path, deep in the heart of the sleeping forest, held in the warm, golden glow of our own small lantern. Before us, hanging from the graceful, silvery branch of a birch tree, is a second lantern. It is dark. It is unlit. It is a vessel of pure, waiting potential, a quiet invitation. You have a choice. You have created your own light. You have nurtured it. You have protected it. A part of you might feel the instinct to hoard this precious resource. A fear that if you share it, your own flame might diminish, might flicker and die, leaving you alone in the darkness once more. This is a very old and very human fear. The fear of scarcity. The fear that there is not enough light, not enough love, not enough strength to go around. But tonight, we are learning the wisdom of the flame. And the first great wisdom of the flame is this: light is not diminished by being shared, it is multiplied. A single candle can light 1,000 other candles without losing any of its own brilliance. In fact, in the shared light, its own glow seems to become warmer, more beautiful. So, let us be brave. Let us choose to share our light. With one hand, hold your glowing lantern steady. This is your lantern of self-compassion, your primary source. Now, with your other hand, reach out and gently, carefully take the second unlit lantern from the branch. It feels just as light and delicate as the first one did. Hold it in your hands for a moment. What does this lantern represent? If the first lantern was self-compassion, this second one can be compassion for others. It is the light of kindness, of empathy, of understanding that we can offer to the world around us. For a long time, it has been unlit. Perhaps because your own flame was too weak to share. But tonight, that is changing. Now, open the small paper door of your own lantern, the one that is already glowing. A wave of warm air and a brighter, more direct light spills out. And now, open the door of the second dark lantern. Inside, just like in the first one, there is a simple white candle with a clean, untouched wick. This is the most delicate part of our work tonight. We must transfer the flame with the utmost care. You must bring the two open lanterns together so that the living flame in the first one can meet the waiting wick in the second. This requires a steady hand and a calm, focused heart. Your breath must be slow and gentle, so as not to disturb the precious flames. Tilt your first lantern just slightly. The small, dancing flame inside leans forward, and you guide it with a surgeon's precision until the very tip of the golden flame just kisses the tip of the white wick. For a moment, as it was with the first one, nothing seems to happen. The wick just blackens slightly. This is a test of our faith. We must hold it there. We must be patient. We must trust in the nature of light to want to spread. And then it happens. A tiny, ember-like orange glow appears at the heart of the new wick. It flickers for a moment, uncertain. And then, with a soft, gentle whoosh, it catches. A new flame is born, a perfect, beautiful, and steady duplicate of the first. You now hold a lantern in each hand, and both are glowing with the same soft, warm, golden light. Take a moment to be with this. The flame in your first lantern has not diminished. It has not become smaller or weaker. It is exactly as bright and as steady as it was before. But now, the total amount of light in the world has doubled. Your small circle of safety on the path has become larger, brighter, warmer. The darkness has not been conquered, but it has been pushed back just a little further. This is the great, beautiful secret of compassion. The kindness you show to yourself does not take away from the kindness you can show to others. In fact, it is the very source of it. You cannot light another's candle if your own is not lit. But once your own is burning steadily, sharing its flame is the most natural and beautiful thing in the world. Close the small paper doors of both lanterns. Now, what should we do with this second light? We do not need to carry two. Our own is enough to guide our steps. This second light is not for us. It is a gift for the path itself. Look at the silvery branch of the birch tree where this lantern was hanging. With a gentle and mindful gesture, hang the newly lit lantern back in its place. And now, step back and look. The lantern now glows with a soft, stationary light, a gentle, golden beacon in the deep, dark woods. It illuminates the beautiful, silvery bark of the birch tree. It casts a warm, welcoming light upon this particular bend in the path. You have not just passed through this place. You have left it a little brighter than you found it. And in this simple act, a profound feeling of peace and purpose settles over you. You are not just a lost traveler trying to find your own way out of the darkness. You are a lamplighter, a quiet, humble, and essential tender of the light. Your journey has a purpose beyond just your own salvation. It is to bring a little more light, a little more warmth, a little more safety to the path for whomever might come after you. You do not need to know who that will be. That is not your concern. Your only task is to tend to your own flame and to share it when you are able. And now, with the light of this second lantern glowing softly behind you, and the light of your own lantern guiding you forward, you are ready to continue your walk. The path ahead is still dark, but you are walking on a path that is now bookended by two beautiful, gentle, and hopeful lights. The journey continues, and so we walk on. The journey continues, but it feels different now, deeper, more meaningful. Behind us, the gentle, golden glow of the second lantern, the lantern of our compassion for others, becomes a soft, stationary beacon, marking a place of quiet, selfless beauty on the path. And in our hand, our own lantern, the lantern of self-compassion, continues to cast its warm, steady, and reassuring circle of light just ahead of our feet, illuminating the way for our very next step. We are walking now in a corridor of peace, guided by the light we carry, and comforted by the light we have left behind. The darkness of the forest is still vast and profound, but it no longer feels lonely or threatening. It feels peaceful. It is the quiet, sleeping world, and we are but a single, gentle point of light, moving through it with a quiet, humble, and sacred purpose. Let us fall back into that simple, hypnotic rhythm, the soft crunch of your footsteps on the leafy path, the slow, deep, and even rhythm of your own breathing, the gentle sway of the lantern in your hand, its light dancing in a slow, graceful waltz upon the forest floor. In and out, left and right, a walking lullaby, carrying you deeper and deeper into a state of profound, moving tranquility. As you continue on your way, a new pattern begins to emerge. Every so often, at a bend in the path, or hanging from the low branch of an ancient sleeping tree, you find another lantern. Each one is dark, silent, and waiting. The first time this happened, you felt a choice. Should I share my light? But now, it is no longer a question. It is a natural, effortless, and joyful response. You know now that your own flame will not be diminished. You know that the purpose of light is to create more light, and so a new rhythm is added to your walking meditation. You walk for a time in the quiet, meditative stillness, and then you pause. You find a new unlit lantern, and with the same gentle, reverent care as the first time you perform the quiet ceremony, you open the doors, you hold your breath, you bring your own steady flame to the waiting wick, and you watch with a quiet sense of wonder as a new flame is born. This next lantern you light, perhaps this is the lantern of gratitude. As you hang it on its branch, its warm, golden glow illuminates a patch of beautiful, star-shaped moss on an old, fallen log. And for a moment, you are filled with a deep, quiet gratitude for the simple, hidden beauty of the world. You leave this light behind, and you walk on. You walk for a while longer, and you find another. This one, you decide, is the lantern of hope. It is not a loud or a demanding hope. It is a quiet, gentle, and resilient hope. The simple trust that the sun will rise again in the morning. As you light it and hang it in its place, its light seems to make the darkness ahead feel a little less daunting, a little less absolute. You leave this light behind and you walk on, and so it continues. You find the lantern of a happy memory, the lantern of a kind word someone once said to you, the lantern of forgiveness. With each one you find, you pause your journey, you share your own flame, and you leave a new beacon of light upon the path before continuing on your way. You have been walking for a very, very long time now. You are deep in the heart of the forest. And now, you come to a high point on the path, a small, rocky outcrop that allows you to look back down upon the way you have come. So, you pause your walk one last time. You hold your own lantern steady, and you turn around, and what you see takes your breath away. The path you have walked is no longer a dark, invisible line through a black forest. It is a beautiful, gently winding river of soft, golden light, a chain of warm, glowing pearls draped through the deep, velvety darkness of the sleeping woods. Each light represents a single, mindful, and compassionate act on its own. Each one was just a small, humble flame, but together, they have created a pathway of undeniable beauty and of profound, gentle power. You did not set out to illuminate the whole forest. You only set out to find the light for your own next step. But in the simple, humble, and consistent act of tending to your own light and sharing it when you were able, you have transformed the very landscape of your journey. You have created a path of light, not just for yourself, but for anyone who might follow. This, my friend, is the nature of hope. This is the nature of a meaningful life. It is not about one single heroic act that banishes all darkness forever. It is about the 1,000 small, gentle, and consistent acts of lighting one candle at a time. It is about tending to our own inner flame and using it to light another, and then another, and trusting that in doing so, we are all contributing to a great, winding, and beautiful river of light that flows through the great dark forest of the world. A deep, profound, and all-encompassing sense of peace settles over you. The feeling of being lost is a distant, forgotten memory. You are not lost. You are a lamplighter. You are a light bringer. You have a purpose, and it is a beautiful, quiet, and deeply meaningful one. And now, as you stand on this high place, bathed in the glow of your own lantern, and looking back at the beautiful river of light you have created, you feel a deep, gentle, and welcome sleepiness beginning to settle into your bones. The journey is nearing its end. The work is done. It is time to find a place to rest. And so, you stand on that quiet, rocky outcrop, a silent witness to the beautiful transformation you have created. Behind you, the winding path through the dark forest is no longer a path of uncertainty, but a gentle, flowing river of soft, golden light, a testament to your own quiet, persistent, and compassionate journey. And in your hand, your own lantern, the original flame of self-compassion, continues to burn with a soft, steady, and unwavering glow. A deep, profound, and all-encompassing sense of peace has settled into your heart. The feeling of being lost is a distant, forgotten memory. You are not lost. You are a lamplighter, a light bringer, a deep, gentle, and most welcome sleepiness is beginning to settle into your very bones. The journey for tonight is nearing its end. The work is done. It is time to find a place to rest, a place to integrate this profound and beautiful lesson. You turn away from the view of the glowing river of light, and you look at the path ahead. It continues on, just a few more steps, and then it opens up into a place you could not see before. It is a small, perfectly circular clearing, a hidden sanctuary at the very heart of the ancient forest. It feels like the destination you were always meant to find, even when you did not know you were looking for it. Let us take these last few steps together. As you step from the path and into the clearing, you feel the ground change beneath your feet. It is no longer the rough, leafy path, but a bed of the softest, thickest, and greenest moss you have ever imagined. It is like a living, velvet carpet cool and comforting, in the very center of this clearing, there is a single, great, and ancient stone, worn smooth by 1,000 years of wind and rain. It is not a cold or a harsh stone. It seems to be glowing with a faint, silvery light of its own, a reflection of the moon that you can now see high above, through the circular opening in the canopy of the great trees that surround this clearing. This is our place of rest. Walk to the center of the clearing, and with a gentle, mindful movement, place your own personal lantern down on the soft moss beside the great stone. Its job of lighting your immediate steps is done for now. Now, I invite you to lie down. Lie down on this incredibly soft, cool, and comforting bed of moss. You can rest your head against the great, smooth, and slightly sloped surface of the central stone, using it as a perfect, natural pillow. As you lie back, you are surrounded by the gentle, golden light of all the lanterns you have lit. You cannot see them all directly, but their combined light filters through the trees, filling this entire sacred clearing with a soft, warm, and deeply peaceful golden ambiance. You are in a cocoon of your own created light. The darkness is still here. The vast, deep, and mysterious night of the forest surrounds this clearing on all sides, but it is no longer a threat. It is a beautiful, dark, and velvety backdrop that makes the golden light of the clearing seem even more precious, even more beautiful. You have not banished the darkness. You have found a way to create a place of light and of safety within it. And this is a much greater wisdom. Feel your body now, surrendering completely to the soft, cool support of the mossy earth. It is a feeling of profound homecoming, a feeling of letting go of all effort, all striving. You can feel the deep, quiet, and ancient energy of the forest floor beneath you, a grounding and healing presence. Your breath is slow and deep and utterly effortless now. With each breath you inhale, you are breathing in the clean, pure, and magical air of this enchanted clearing. You are breathing in the soft, golden light that surrounds you. You are breathing in this deep, profound, and hard-earned sense of peace. And with each breath you let go, you are releasing the very last, tiniest remnants of tension from your body. You are sinking deeper and deeper and deeper into a state of complete and total relaxation. The story is over now. The journey is complete. The lanterns have all been lit. And now, all that is left is to rest in the beautiful, gentle, and steady glow of your own good work. The light that surrounds you is a perfect mirror of the light that is now glowing within you. A light of kindness, a light of gratitude, a light of hope, a light of forgiveness, a light of compassion. You are not just surrounded by the light, you are the light. This is your true nature. Not the fear, not the confusion, not the feeling of being lost in the dark, but this, this quiet, gentle, and luminous presence. Let this knowing sink into you. Let it settle into your heart. You are a being of light, and you have the power to illuminate your own path, one gentle, mindful, and compassionate step at a time. And now, held in this cocoon of soft, golden light, surrounded by the deep, peaceful silence of the sleeping forest, it is time to let go. It is time to let the gentle, hypnotic glow of the lanterns lull you into a deep, peaceful, and profoundly restorative sleep. The journey is over. It is time to rest. And so we rest. Here, in the very heart of the ancient forest, in the secret, sacred clearing of our own discovery. We are lying on a bed of the softest, coolest moss, our head resting against the smooth, ancient, and deeply grounding stone. We are surrounded on all sides by the gentle, golden, and unwavering light of the lanterns we have lit along our path. The journey is complete. The work is done. And a peace that is deeper and more profound than any you have felt in a very long time has settled into your very soul. There is nothing left to do. There is nothing left to figure out. There is nothing to hold on to. All that is left is to simply be, to float, to rest in this beautiful, gentle, and steady glow that you yourself have created. Feel your body now. It is completely and totally at rest. It is heavy, but it is a pleasant, comforting weight. It is the weight of a body that has finally, truly let go of all its burdens. It is sinking gently into the soft, cool, and supportive embrace of the earth beneath you. Imagine you can feel the ancient, quiet energy of the forest floor rising up, holding you, healing you. You are completely and totally safe. Let your awareness be with your breath. It is so slow now, so quiet, so effortless. A gentle, silent rise on the inhale and a long, slow, complete release on the exhale. It is the softest, most gentle rhythm in the universe. It is the rhythm of deep, profound, and healing rest. Each breath is a soft, silent wave, carrying you further and further out from the shore of your waking thoughts and into the vast, calm, and peaceful ocean of sleep. The golden light from the lanterns that surrounds you seems to breathe with you. As you inhale, the light seems to grow just a little bit brighter, a little warmer, filling you with a sense of gentle, life-giving energy. And as you exhale, the light softens, deepens, becoming a rich, warm, and deeply comforting amber glow that invites you to release, to let go, to sink even deeper. This light is the light of your own compassionate action. It is the light of your own hope. It is the light of your own resilience. And now it is your guardian. It is a protective circle of your own making, a gentle fortress of peace that will keep you safe and warm all through the night. No darkness can touch you here. No fearful thought can enter this sacred, luminous space. You are completely and totally protected by the light of your own goodness. Let the gentle, hypnotic glow of this light be your only focus. Let it be a soft, golden river that carries you gently towards the land of dreams. Thoughts may still arise, like faint, distant fireflies, flickering for a moment at the edge of your awareness. But they are not important now. They are just tiny, fleeting sparks in a vast, golden landscape of peace. You do not need to follow them. You do not need to pay them any mind. Just let them flicker and let them fade as you continue to float on this warm, golden river. The story is over now. The path has been walked. The lanterns have been lit. The clearing has been found. And the profound lesson has been learned that even in the deepest darkness, you carry the seed of your own light. That a single, gentle act of self-compassion can illuminate the very next step. And that a series of small, gentle, and compassionate acts can transform the entire landscape of your journey, creating a river of light where there was once only a path of fear. This wisdom is now a part of you. It is not just an idea in your mind. It is a felt sense in your body. It is the warmth in your chest. It is the deep, quiet peace in your bones. And now, held in this cocoon of soft, golden light, surrounded by the deep, peaceful silence of the sleeping forest, it is time to let go completely. It is time to let the gentle, hypnotic glow of the lanterns lull you into the deepest, most peaceful, and most profoundly restorative sleep you have experienced in a very long time. The journey is over. The work is done. It is time to rest. Allow your awareness to dissolve into the warmth. Allow your thoughts to melt away like soft, golden honey. There is only the feeling of warmth now, the feeling of safety, the feeling of being held, the feeling of deep, profound, and unconditional peace. Sleep now, my dear friend. Sleep deeply. Sleep peacefully. Let your dreams be lit by 1,000 gentle golden lanterns. Rest in the beautiful, unshakable light that you have brought into your own world. Sleep